Okay. So yeah, so here we are. And so we're busy with business chat, and our speaker this morning is Patson. So there is Patson in his full glory with his company, APM Security Solutions. And Patson is going to just introduce the topic to us of security for your business and home. And there's his contact details if you want to make contact with him. And then after he's introduced the topic, then all of us will participate. We'll ask questions, we make comments. And while he's talking and as you join us, also just drop your information in the chat room that people can connect with you afterwards. So that's the way we are doing networking going forward.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Patson Tsotetsi. I'm glad to be in this platform today. Today, obviously, the presentation is about security for your home and businesses. Thank you so much. Again, obviously, as you guys know, the security, it's about preventing crimes. There is our motto there in saying, observe, we detect, we deter, we report. There are roles that are being done by security. Obviously, there has to be security of information, security of material, security of personnel. That's exactly where we come in. I just put it up to you guys in saying, have you ever thought of all these criminal activities happening in a day? And this is just an estimated number. And I must tell you it's more. There are 55 armed robberies attacks and 195 burglaries happening in a day. It could be happening to you, it could be happening to me, to our families, to our businesses. Yes, we can go to that. Now, the challenge with the crime. Obviously, the first challenge is on our police. They cannot stop crime. They cannot stop crime on their own. It means you and me. The other challenge again, look at what even the pandemic is done. Even before this pandemic, the unemployment, it's adding up to the challenge on the crime in South Africa. The criminal syndicates, they are sophisticated thieves, more clever than you and me. But obviously, since it is a challenge, we need to have solutions on that. And guess what? No one is immune to crime. Socio-economic challenges, drugs, undocumented foreigners, etc. So with all that, we need to come out with solutions in saying, how can we solve the problem of crime? Then we are saying as APM, yes, APM is there. Together we can stop the crime. Then the business crime, it's happening every day. And this has an effect, obviously, in the revenues for all businesses. Theft and vandalism is costing hundreds of millions of rands, which is for you and me. The retail crime, again, is on the rise. Shoplifters, they cannot be detected at the very same time. Hence, I say here, they are being caught after 50 times when they steal. And all that is the cost. It's costing businesses. The burglary occurring every 90 seconds, can you imagine it? It's so bad. It's so bad. The killings at work because of crime, it's so bad. A lot of things is happening, but now we need to have solutions onto all this. Internal stock theft. At times you cannot even realize that the stock is missing up until you have processes in place. There was a company with the firearms. They didn't know that the firearms are missing. Look at the firearms that goes missing and unnoticed within our SARS. The compliance with the external fees. It's really bad. It's really bad. We cannot tolerate it happening like this. Hijacking of goods in transit. Right now in this pandemic, we have a lot of transit seekers that are moving up and down to the pharmacies and the like. But there are hijacking happening. Somebody has to step in. Look at now when the vaccine came in at OR Tambo, for it to leave the airport to their storage. If you guys have seen that convo, you can see how serious business are affected, how serious homes are affected. All that is the risk. Anti-invasions and robberies. Robberies are happening everywhere. One of our sites, I think it was last week on Monday, the guys came in and that means they were looking at the guy just after when he was finishing locking the last point. In fact, they were there. They attacked him, but lucky enough, he managed to communicate with the supervisor through the radio as they were approaching him. Then they only took his cell phone. Our two-way radio, the keys, the penny, and our device. But unfortunately, they couldn't go with the device because we would track that device up until in his house. Also, in damage to properties. Look at what is happening within. It could be political parties who have all these rallies. It could be people who are not satisfied in their workplaces. A lot. It's quite a lot. It is damaging to property. All that is a loss. Death, disability, and injury due to crime. Because there are some of these criminals who are just taking chances. And definitely, if ever you respond in a way that they can see they are putting their lives at risk, they will definitely injure you, leave you disabled, or even you die. All these risks need solutions. We can go to the next slide. Crimes happening within our homes. In our homes, it's where we need to peacefully live with our families in a good way without anybody disturbing us. But because of this crime, it's really bad. It's really bad. So now, in avoiding that, you don't have to make yourself a target. Investors are looking obviously for opportunities. Wherever they can get an opportunity, then that means they will penetrate your home. Raise awareness. Staying awake, but how long can you stay awake? There must be again a solution in that. It's really bad. You have to ensure your perimeter cannot be breached, but yes, they do breach the perimeter. Having a dog, that can be a great deterrent, obviously, in your home. They give the early warning, obviously, and that is a chance, obviously, for you in order to have any other means or options in making sure that the criminals doesn't do any loss into your home. The neighborhood watch, you can join that. Although nowadays, at times I even say some of our neighborhood watch or our neighbors, if you do not carefully check to say, oh, here is my neighbor, there is that trust which has to happen in between the neighborhood. But some of them, I bet you right now, even within the complexes, these criminals, They are staying there in the complex, but they need an extra eye from your eyes, from my eyes, to say, there is somebody with the solution in avoiding all that. You cannot run away from that. Install and activate your alarm. Your alarm needs to be checked. If ever you have to check it on a weekly basis, by the time you check it even after 3 days, because you can keep on saying, no, I've got an alarm system, it's working. I've got cameras, they are working. To find that one day is one day. They will come in if you didn't check your alarm. So we need to stay awake, we need to stay alert in order to avoid all those on time. You can go to the next one. Another idea again in committing to annual subscriptions or evaluation of your lighting, your access points, your response, alarm, lighting and safety of doors and gates. Criminals are always alert. They are always having their own strategies in how to win over our assets, over our homes, over our businesses. And now we need also to be more than that. And at APM, we have got solutions for access control guards, retail security, patrol services where our guards could be patrolling it either in vehicle or by foot, event security, residential, construction sites. We have got also a security officer that deals with your control room administration, assuming it's a big estate. Obviously, they will need people who will man their control rooms, which is separate from the in-house security. And that helps also, obviously, in terms of having experienced controllers. They will easily detect on whatever is happening. It could either be within the perimeter, if ever there are any alarm systems within, or if ever there are any CCTVs within, they can easily detect that. And obviously what they will do is with the officers on the ground, obviously some being on foot, some driving mobile, they will easily come together and combat all that. And the criminals won't have a choice in that sense. We can go to the next slide. Now you can ask yourself and say, the way it is within the security industry, the private security industry here in South Africa, it's among the largest in the world, and there are more than 9,000 registered security companies in South Africa. And the guards that are active, there are more than 450,000. But within the registration, within the industry, obviously, when I'm talking about CIRA, CIRA is the Private Security Industry Regulatory Authority. That means it's the governing body of security. And now they regulate, they make sure that the service providers like APM Security are giving the right services into the consumer. And now the consumers have a right also to go online to do the reporting, to say, no, so and so service provider is not giving us the best service in 1, 2, 3. But the only person who can know is somebody who knows what is CIRA. And in that way, if you do not know, then it's a problem. And now, if you can see, as I've mentioned, that we've got 450,000 active security guards that they are actively working. That is the membership. There is more than 1.5 million of trained, qualified security guards, but they are inactive, they are unemployed. And there are more than the combination of our South African police force combined with the army. And hence we are saying at APM Security, we have solutions. But those solutions, obviously, at times they go onto deaf ears because some of the clients, some of the consumers, they do not know exactly what to expect. As long as they see a security guard, for them, they are happy. But let me tell you, let me give you an advice and say, the security guards, they are also human beings. They are human beings like you and me. They need to be vetted. There is a case that happened in one of the estates when, I think it's in Pretoria, if I'm not mistaken, it's about 2 years back. The resident was going away for holiday. They told one of the security guards to say, guys, we are going away, we are coming on a certain day. And so forth. And what happened was when they came back, I think there was a porch, there was a jeep in the house. When they came back, those cars were gone. The house was empty. Can you imagine how those people got in? It's a 24-hour security protected estate. But they got in. Through doing investigations, all that was seen. Obviously, you have to now go to check on the CCTV, check on the record of all the residents within, check who got in when and who opened for that. And can you believe it? After checking that, it was seen that one of the security guards is the one who opened for the guys who went there to steal. And they kept on doing it up until they emptied the house. As I'm saying, it's so bad, especially nowadays, to just trust anyone. So with APM, we've made a process where we keep on vetting our security guards. And again, each and every 18 months, but this is happening obviously nationally. Each and every 18 months, they have to renew their membership with CIRA. And if ever there has been a crime committed within the 18 months, obviously that security guard will be out of the system. But you know what? With the fly-by-night security service providers, they can use that. So it is happening. It is there. There are security guards who are within the security industry that are keeping on committing crime, giving out information. As I have said, the role and function of security, obviously security of information, security of material, security of personnel, the defense against theft, defense of industrial espionage, defense against intimidation. If all that is not happening, then it's a problem. And again, what we are doing at APM Security, we are paying the minimum stature salaries and even more. And obviously, all this CIRA membership, UIF, what means compensation, so that we can keep our trusted security guard within. They won't be going out because they are fly-by-nights there. And in that sense, keeping those guys who knows our policies, who knows what we're up to in the industry, they obviously at the end of the day will give the best service out there in our clients, in our account home businesses and the like. So you guys, you need also to check the guards that are businesses, the guards that are looking after your homes. To say, are they registered with CIRA? Are they being vetted? With their service provider, obviously some people say they do not need to interfere with internal matters of the service provider. But that at the end of the day is having an effect to the consumer. Assuming the cards are not being paid and they are working in your home, they are working in your business. What do you think will happen at the end of the day when they're not in place? They will steal from your home, they will steal from your business. They will have a channel of criminals, they will take out information. Or even they will come at night on their own. They know how your fence is, they know your perimeters, they know your assuming your CCTVs are not working, they know that they are not working. But then there has to be that trust. Hence, APM Security is enforcing that to say we need to have trustworthy guys that will obviously work in conjunction with our clients. We are there to protect, not that we are there to cause more damage. And again, what we have done now at APM Security, we are trying to come out with solutions in saying our clients, whenever they are looking for guards, we are there. Whenever they are looking for unresponse, we are there. Although currently we are outsourcing unresponse, but under one roof, we can be taking charge on the client to say the unresponse will be under our watch. So whatever happens, the client will get it at once. Right now, what we have done also in terms of these crimes are happening, and the clients need to have that confidence in saying they cannot go with assuming 5 companies once they have a case that needs to be done. So we have a former prosecutor with 21 years experience who is coming into the business and saying whatever cases, they will have to be investigated in-house. So it will be coming as a package, and no one, I promise you, no one is doing that so far. They can be doing the investigation, and then they just leave it to the police. Look at the statements. That's why some cases just go lost, or the clients lose their cases, because the witnesses, they cannot trust the witnesses, or even the statements that would have been made by the police. It's not good statements. And hence, we have tried by all means in saying, let's have all these services under one roof. That means it will be investigated, we'll have prosecutors, we'll be looking obviously in saying, the police, what are they doing with that? Although doing something separate, forensic investigation, we've come out with a solution in coming out with all that. So it's quality statements that will be taken, that will go to court. And I promise you, all that, the witnesses, they will be prepared. Once the witnesses are not prepared, unfortunately, even the judge will say, assuming it's 2 witnesses, they do not have time for that. So obviously, but once having all that as a package, it will mean the client won't have to pay an arm and a leg in having different service providers. Somebody who will come to do the forensic, somebody who has to do all the follow-up, somebody to prepare the witnesses. So in that way, that means APM Security will be bringing labor and criminal investigations under one roof. So it's really helpful. And I think it is obviously a niche that APM Security is bringing. But yeah, at the end of the day, again, as I was saying, the client obviously has those personnel in their homes, in their businesses. But once that security personnel is not looked after, it is a problem. At APM Security, we are giving our security guards only benefits, the standard benefits. And now we have got the bargaining council, which started last year. It was gazetted last year, and obviously the labor minister has recognized them. They've come out with quite good, how can I put it, benefits also for the security officials, whereby they have to be given a premium every month. And now there is, because remember, this in the security industry, it's not like in the big companies where there's medical aid, and that. Now there's private healthcare that is starting as from the 1st of March, whereby the security personnel and their families, they will be covered in that instance of any health needs. Same applies with the people having the medical aid. So yeah, APM security, we are compliant with SIRA. That can be done even online. We are compliant with SASA, which is the Security Association of South Africa. Being compliant with all the requirements obviously are making us being different out there from other service providers. Guys, thank you so much for the opportunity. There is our details there. If you wanna check us on our website, it's www.apmsecurityservices.com. It's no longer .co.za, although I think that website is still there. But the one that we are using now is www.apmsecurityservices.com. We can be contacted there. There is our office line and my cell phone number and our email. I thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you so much for listening to me. And we are starting the training. I will be sending the photos at a later stage. We are starting the training of security officials, whereby you also can be coming for a training. There will be a lot that will be coming. Watch this space. Thank you so much.